Hello.
Hey.
Okay, so we're going to do this. You want to ask some questions and see how this goes?
Let's do it.
All right, go for it.
I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
All right, question 1. What do you wish single men knew about what works and what doesn't work when approaching women? Not loaded at all. We're not starting off hard at all. So
We said, okay, all right. So I think I wish they knew what worked was confidence and being yourself. But I think the confidence part is huge. And I think the intentionality is huge. Like if there's somebody that you see that you want to approach, then be intentional about it. Just know what you want.
What does
it.
intentionality look like?
It's a great question. I think intentionality would look like maybe it's something that you have thought about. Like it's something that you've seen, you've been thinking about it. So you're like, okay, I would like to approach this person. I would like to do X, Y, and Z, or I would like to talk to you, or whatever that might look like. And just be intentional with it.
So maybe not doing things on a whim, like the random walk up to someone and...
Yeah. When there's no intention, there's no thought process there. There's no like, did you think about this? Did you think this through? What attracted you? Why did you pick me? You know what I mean? What is there? If it's just a physical thing or it's just an outward thing, that's probably not going to be the best option. But that's probably what I would say. Do you think that you are ready for a relationship? Why or why not?
Okay, so growing up, Hispanic household, we have old school saying in Spanish, it's el que casarse quiere, casa tiene.
Absolutely.
You understood that, right?
100%.
Okay, for those who didn't, what that means is, and it's not as catchy in English, but it's el que casarse quiere, so if you want to get married, or those who want to get married, casa tiene. They have a house.
Okay.
Right? Essentially that there is things that need to happen first to be able to support things in life, right?
Okay.
Very traditional mindset of going and preparing your house and working and this and that. I'm in college. I still don't have any idea of what work looks like, how I'm going to be able to support people.
Okay.
But financially from that perspective, right? I mean, I can barely pay for my own groceries time to time. You know, I can't add someone else's like financial burden on my life. But also emotionally, Pastor Johnson has talked a lot about knowing yourself in this season of singleness, right? Of being with myself. And I probably didn't take that seriously for a long time. I threw a lot of time into academics, into athletics, into friends. But taking time and sitting and knowing myself is not something that I've even thought was needed until maybe the last year.
Okay.
So I'd say I'm maybe close, but there's still some things I need to learn about myself that I don't know yet.
Okay.
And why would I want to bring someone else into that moment right now, you know? All right. Question number 3. What does it mean for you to become the one or to be ready for a godly relationship?
Maybe looking at what it is that I would desire in a partner. So spiritual maturity, emotional maturity, and they can have fun, just different things like that I'm looking for. So then I would turn that around and I would put that mirror on myself and I would say, okay, where's my emotional maturity at? Can I operate in that well? How do I do with disappointment? How do I do with not being right all the time, which are difficult things, but how do I handle it? What does that look like? Maybe I am in therapy myself and I'm like, okay, what does that look like? How do I handle this? I personally ask people questions about my blind spots. So maybe there are things that I can't see. I'm not in isolation. I have accountability. I have community. I have people that I look up to. I have mentors. I have people that I have underneath me that I might be also trying to pull up to a certain level that they want to go to. So it is looking at all of those things, turning that mirror on myself and saying, okay, Lord, what are the things in me that you want to deal with, that you want to look at? Because if I'm looking to have somebody else be those things, I can't have that person complete me in those things. So what does that look like? So that when somebody does come along, I am not destroying them emotionally, or I am not putting all of that emotional equity in them because they're not meant to carry that. So can I handle that in my own? Okay, great. What does that look like? On a spiritual side, of course, am I feeding myself? Am I going to the Lord daily? Am I dying to myself daily? What does that look like? Because when I enter into a marriage, if I can't do that as a single person, there's no way I'm going to do that in a marriage. I'm going to put all my effort into them. I'm going to put everything that I have into them. And then I'm going to look to them for things that only the Lord can give. So I think that's what it would look like to be the one, or to at least try to be the one.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So that's what I would say. Alrighty. Number 4. What does not wasting your singleness mean to you in this season?
Not wasting my singleness.
Uh-huh.
I touched on it a bit with the previous question.
Yeah.
But it's really, what are the opportunities that are in front of me right now? It's serving in church. The things that I get to do in this wonderful place. I mean, as a musician, I've been blessed to say that I've been able to serve at all the Victory campuses. I've met people, right? And I've been able to see how everyone does things the same, but also differently.
Yeah.
A perspective that I wouldn't have if I wasn't around all those different kinds of people, right? But the other side is education and like working for a job. So not wasting my singleness. Like I could very much sit at home, just do things that are fun, enjoyable, but that aren't really beneficial to my future. And not just my future, but the future for my kids and my someday wife. Just doing things that would put my family in a better position, right? Because we always have this perspective of legacy and family.
Yeah.
And my parents, what they did is when they put so much effort in to developing their skills, right? Developing their home, they're first generation immigrants. And just seeing the intentionality that they had in making sure that when I was born, that I would have opportunities they didn't have. Now it's my turn to go and do the same.
Listening to your thought process being so heavily focused on providing and provision, which makes complete sense. My thought process is like, okay, how am I not sitting around just waiting for something to happen? You know, it's very different. It's very different perspective, because obviously my goal would be that, you know, entering into a marriage that, yes, I would be taken care of, I would be provided for. But it doesn't mean I just sit around and don't do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just hearing the different perspective and knowing what that looks like from my perspective of getting up and still living your life, getting up and still doing something. You know, I don't have to be married to fulfill the things that the Lord has for me to fulfill. That's not the end all be all. And once I'm married, that doesn't mean that it stops there. It doesn't mean I don't continue to do the things that I love to do.
Exactly.
And that I want to do and that I'm passionate about doing. It just means I have somebody that can come alongside and enjoy that with me, and vice versa. I can enjoy whatever it is that they're passionate about with them. But, you know, what does that look like to really continue to walk this thing out and really continue to seek the Lord for what he has for me while I am still single?
Yeah.
And, okay, Lord, let's go for it. Let's do it. Let's be obedient. Sometimes it's very difficult to be obedient, and it's very difficult to be like, okay, again. And I think it's super important to realize too that obedience doesn't necessarily mean you gain something. You're obedient because he asks you to do it. But then knowing at the end of the day what he has for us. And as long as our eyes are on him, then it's all going to be okay.
It's going to be okay.